Hello everybody, welcome to the United Stands. I'm Mark Goldbridge. This is your latest Manchester United news as Ruben Amarim has basically said he's had enough. Some really interesting post-match comments from Amarim after the diabolical performance against West Ham. We're going to get into those. He's basically said he's embarrassed and he's basically said there's going to be big changes at the end of the season regardless of whether we win the Europa League. There's a lot to dissect. There's a lot of people not very happy. We'll certainly do that. But I think the big thing, and we may as well hit it at the very start, is that there will be people out there going, should Amarim survive? Will Amarim survive? And the reality is, I would implore you to listen to what he said after the game, because he's talking like me and you. Why should a guy not survive who is saying exactly the things that we're saying? Why should he be held responsible for exactly the things we've been talking about for years? This is just, to me, pitiful, ridiculous that another manager is being held accountable for what we've all known for years, which is the club is run like the Titanic and the players aren't good enough. And yet the manager gets the blame again. The reality is, and, fight me on this, the reality with Amarim is, and we'll go through his comments, he can't do it with these players. Now, if that leads you to be Amarim out, let's discuss that. But I'm telling you, as somebody who is behind this manager and wants him to do well, he can't do it with these players. So when I hear people go, he's not improved these players, 17 losses in the Premier League, and he can't do it with these players. That's why we're 17 losses. That's why we're not performing. That's why they're not improving, because he can't do it with these players. Hello everybody, today's clip is supported by Sleeper. Before we dive in, let me tell you a bit more about Sleeper. This app is making serious waves. It was the #1 downloaded sports app in the US during the NFL season, even beating heavyweights such as ESPN and Yahoo. Sleeper isn't just popular, it's because they truly deliver the best fantasy experience. You get deeper customization, more league options, and all the bells and whistles that make managing your fantasy team a blast. But that's not all. Sleeper is growing a fantastic community with several million people using it daily for their sports fix. Sleeper has a broad appeal and is genuinely built for everyone. So, if you're looking to up your fantasy game, make sure to check out Sleeper by clicking the link in the video description. Trust me, you won't regret it. Now, if you know a manager that's going to come in and do it with these players and win the Premier League, come on down. Because I'll call you a liar. There is no manager that is coming out and doing it with these players. He can't do it with these players. If you listen to what he said after the game, he's basically again saying there has to be huge change in the summer because he can't do it with these players. It's embarrassing. He's out of ideas. Enough is enough. He can't get consistency out of them. He can get the odd performance, but he can't get consistency. It's like F1 Formula 1 racing. The Ferrari car. Sometimes it's good. Most of the time it's really inconsistent. That's Manchester United. But we're not Ferrari. We're probably, something a lot worse. He can't do it with these players. Now, tell me a manager that can. I'll call you a liar. Unless you're going to start talking to me about people like David Moyes or Gareth Southgate who come in and say, just kick the ball far up the pitch and chase it, win the second balls, let's do really low IQ football. But that's not what we're looking for. That's not what we're looking for. We want to compete with the Arsenals. We want to compete with the Liverpools. We want to compete with hopefully the Barcelonas at some point, not with these players. So I think some people get lost in this, it's unacceptable. It's 17 losses. It's absolutely rubbish. The manager should be doing better. Why? Why should he be doing better? I mean, that's the question. Why should he be doing better? Do you think you could do better? Not better in relation to get a win today, but consistent. See, I think where we can do better is we could have won a few more games than we've lost. But where does it take you? If you want to climb the mountain, and I'm saying those shoes won't get us up the mountain, and you say, yes, they will. And I go, I can't climb the mountain in those shoes, so I won't make any progress. And you go, well, you can. And I watch you climb the mountain and I don't climb it. But then about a quarter of the mountain up, you fall down because the shoes won't get you there. Who was right? Me. That's what Amarim's saying. All right, bring Moyes in, bring Southgate in. We'll climb the mountain a little bit more than we have now, but we won't climb the mountain. What we're trying to do with Amarim is climb to the top of the mountain. By all means, bring in some shitty, basic, low IQ manager, and I bet we'll get better results, but we won't climb the mountain, and that's what we're trying to do. And the only way we're going to do that is by removing a vast amount of these players. And that seems to be what some people just don't understand. Because we do live in a society of swipe left, swipe right, quick, instant, no patience. But this is going to take it. If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer set us back 3 years, logically, it should take 3 years to rectify the mistake. It's funny how you can have 10 years of failure, but a manager is meant to solve that in 6 months without a transfer window and a pre-season. That's the world we live in now. How long have Man United been deteriorating? A decade. How long have you given Amarim? 4 months. Yeah. And that's the problem. Nobody wants to address the real issue that if you let something decay for a long period of time, you don't just put a pound in it and it goes back to how it was. You're going to have to take a long time to do it. And it's very, very clear that what you've got is a manager that is basically saying to the fan base, I can't do it with these players. And I sort of look at it and go, I hate the way that we keep losing games. I hate the way that we keep embarrassing ourselves. But actually, when I calm down, I completely agree. Otherwise, I'm the world's biggest hypocrite, because I've been sat here with this community for a very long time talking about clearing deadwood, buying better players. We need more experienced, top quality players. We don't need more learner drivers. We don't need to keep people like Victor Lindelof here for 8 years when they should have been here for 18 months. We need to do a lot of things over a long period of time, and we haven't even started doing them yet. And yet, we want to sack the manager. So I completely agree with what the plan is, but I fear that we don't actually have the appetite for what needs to be done. And I think we'll go through his comments in a moment, but I think he basically alluded to the fact that if this continues early next season, he probably won't be here that long, and I don't think he will, to be honest. Whether that's right or wrong, I will stick with the manager because I'm tired of sacking managers. I didn't really want to sack Ten Hag, but it got to the point where it was inevitable, and it probably will get to the point, sadly, where it's an inevitable that Ruben Amorim will get sacked. But I think what people don't realise is that they start talking about we'd be better off with Southgate. Southgate's a joke. Southgate's an absolute joke, and loads of other managers like Southgate are an absolute joke. We didn't pick Southgate. We picked a manager that plays a system we've never played in our history. We picked a manager from Sporting who had one of the most hipster styles of play in world football that a lot of people were looking at. We chose him, and we've not even got started. You're asking him to play 3-4-3 with a bunch of players that wouldn't know if it was Wednesday when it's Tuesday. Like, they haven't got a bloody clue. So it's going to take at least 2 years from this point, and it's certainly, I don't think, going to improve that much next season. And yet, we will still be handing out another manager. But let's... Goldbridge, that's the end of the clip. I'm sure you enjoyed it. In fact, I bet that's the best clip you've ever watched. So there's no reason not to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so you never miss a clip again. In fact, smash a like on the video because we all know only legends like videos and you are all legends. So please smash a like on the video and we will see you again on the next one. Thank you very much for watching as always.